Good day, champions. Welcome to another day of learning. This is Sir Alex, leading you to become champions of learning. Today's lesson will be about writing your research title. This is lesson 2 of quarter 1, module 2. For the whole lesson 2, these are our objectives. First, analyze the variables present in a research title. Number 2, evaluate sample research title. Number 3, characterize a good research title. And 4, write your working research title. Without further ado, let's move on to the characteristics of a good research title. Here are some points that you have to look into when you write a research title. The first thing that you should look into is that the title should not be too long and that the title contains unnecessary, confusing, redundant, and implicit words. Take a look at this example. A study comparing grade 11 and grade 12 senior high school students' readiness for online learning using technological devices and internet. Can you identify the unnecessary, confusing, redundant, and implicit words here? Okay. In reference to some books, they say that a study, an analysis, and similar words such as that should not be included anymore in your title. So in other words, it should be deleted. We can also notice the presence of grade 11 and grade 12 senior high school students. Whereas this is a redundancy because when you say senior high school students, you are already referring to grade 11 and grade 12 students. One thing that also caught my attention is that the presence of technological devices and internet. This should also be deleted since this is already implied when we say or when we have the word online learning. Okay, I hope that's clear with you. Let's move on to number 2. A good research title is not too short that the title did not include some important concepts of the purpose of your study. So take a look at this example, online learning readiness of students. Although you have certain variables in this title, like for example, online learning readiness and the students, it doesn't really say what you are going to do with your study or the purpose of your study. So in other words, it should not be too short. Another thing that we should look into in writing a research title is that it should not be too broad. Look at this example, learning of students. If you will be looking into that, what aspect of learning are we talking about? Are we referring to a subject matter, for example, math, English, science? Or are we referring to learning a particular language or a particular skill? So, in other words, it doesn't have a focus or concentration. Another thing is that students, who are the students? Are we referring to grade 7, grade 8, high school, senior high school, or college students? So as you can see, it's not clear in the title. Number 4, a good research title does not contain abbreviations and numerical values. Take a look at this example. Senior high school learners DL opportunities for 100% learning mastery. So, in this example, DL, as well as the senior high school or SHS, and 100% should be deleted. To revise that, you can have senior high school as or SHS spelled out. The fifth thing that you have to remember when you write a research title is that if a research title contains a catchphrase signaled by a color, the catchphrase should be related to the context of the study. Take a look at this example. Prepared to connect online learning capabilities of senior high school students in Quezon. Can you identify the catchphrase here? Of course, the catchphrase here is prepared to connect, which is relevant or related to the context of the study, which is about online learning capabilities. If it is not really that catchy for you, can you suggest other words that is more catchy, which is also relevant to online learning capabilities? Okay, I know you can do it. Okay, but if you would ask me if I would have to revise this title, I would have to put a question mark after the word connect. Or the question is prepared to connect. Are they prepared to connect? Because such is the subject of the study, which is about online learning capabilities. Number 6, a good research title mentions all the major variables of a research study. I think that this is the most important and the most encompassing of all the points listed here in the slide. For example, take a look at this. Comparing Quezon senior high school students' core subjects, lesson mastery, under self-paced learning, and face-to-face instruction. I think this title has it all. Okay? It says all the variables of the study, like for example, the purpose of the study, which is comparing, and what is to be compared. That is the mastery of the senior high school students in core subjects who are under experimental, I think. We have one group is in self-paced learning and another group is in face-to-face instruction. So this is a very good example of a title which has all the variables indicated in the research title. There you have it, students. Those are the characteristics of a good research title. So let's have a rundown once again of that. We have the first one, it should not be too long. Second, not too short. Third, not too broad. Number 4, abbreviation and numerical value should not be included in your title. Number 5, catchphrase should be related to the context of the study. And number 6, mention all the major variables in your research title. Okay, so once again, those are the characteristics of a good research title. I hope you have learned something today and you will be applying those learning as you pass to me your research title. Okay, so once again, this is Sir Alex leading you to become champions of learning. Good day, everyone.